I'm gonna vomit. This cake is hideous. I'm turning this $25 sheet cake from the grocery store into a $500 wedding cake. Am I gonna be able to do it? I don't know. Let's get started. So we're gonna first unbox it. Why can't I unbox this? As you can tell, I don't buy sheet cakes. Okay, there we go. The first thing we're gonna do is take off all this frosting. It's pretty good. It tastes like grocery store ice. You know. What I'm gonna do is gonna take off all this frosting and put it into a bowl. I'm just gonna mix the colors. It's okay. It's okay. Ugh. What you don't want to do is get the chocolate cake. We're just trying to save all this icing. This is a fun little challenge I always see on the YouTube. I did it once. If you didn't watch it, I'll link it in the description. But you guys liked it so much, I decided to try it out again. But this time we're making a 2-tier marbled cake with fondant. Fondant, fondant, fondant. Don't call the cops on me. It's okay. You'll be okay. Get off all the side frosting now. And I'm so stupid because I'm mixing all the colors and the sprinkles together. So it's like gonna be so hard to use this extra icing. But I like to give myself a challenge. If it was easy, would it be fun? We got it naked. It's naked. Close your eyes. Time to get messy. Get a knife. What we're gonna do is I'm using a little cake card and we're just gonna carve out a circle. This way it's a perfect shape because you don't want it to be a weird shape. Duh. What the heck? Is there no filling in this cake? That would be terrible. That's a crime. Walmart did me dirty. It is literally just a chocolate cake. Let's just say I don't have to worry about a taste competition. So we got 2 layers. It's kind of short. I kind of want a third. What I'm going to do is try to piece it together. Piece the scraps together to make a circle. But I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. I'm literally just trying to squeeze this all into a circle. I'm just gonna, you know? That's kind of a circle, right?
Are you delusional?
If this cake doesn't have a filling, I'm throwing a fit. I swear. Walmart, count your days.
Provoke me to anger.
You're joking. Walmart.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
We're gonna make it work. So we're gonna probably burst vanilla cake down. And then we're gonna scoop some frosting. And it's okay that's tie-dyed. I think it's actually kind of cool. That's not a mix of color. I do our top tier. It's looking short. I don't like short cakes. I'm gonna do something you should never do. I'm gonna take the scraps and piece it together. Don't do this at home. Okay. God, this is going terribly. I already feel it. Oh my god. I'm doing a crumb coat just to lock in everything together. Right now, I am feeling stressed and this cake's looking kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We'll say that's good. To the freezer we go. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same exact thing for the bottom tier. This, like that. This is a great little circle. Ooh, I totally broke that. Y'all, it has been 30 minutes at least, and this cake is still completely soft. This frosting just does not get hard. So I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm gonna cheat. Well, is it cheating? So they didn't really give me a lot of icing, and people say you can always buy buttercream from the like Walmart or the grocery store, but they always look at me crazy. I'm like, hey, can I purchase some buttercream? And they're like, and use homemade buttercream. I have to. You could yell at me, I don't care. This is not going well. We're now gonna attempt to frost. I think, no. Wow, this icing is terrible underneath. Oh my god. Now we're gonna get the fondant. I know the horrors. But first I want to put on gloves because we're gonna dye the fondant so it's not boring. We don't want all white cake. I'm thinking blue. This is the fondant I use. It's that nice. Gonna take a big chunk. Ooh. I think it would be fun if we marbled the bottoms here. So let's see. Let's do that. And I'm using gel food coloring. Always use gel food coloring. It just works better. You don't have to use as much. This is actually the worst part of cake decorating. That's why I hate children's cakes. These are the colors. This beautiful light blue, beautiful darker blue, and white. So you just want to make sure your surface is well cornstarched. And you're gonna grab your base color. First, we're marbling the top of the cake. We don't need that much. So I want primarily this blue. Then we're gonna add a smaller amount of the darker blue and then some white. And we're literally just gonna fold it, fold it, fold it. And now we're just gonna cut off the top. And you should see a beautiful, beautiful marble. Do you see that? And we're just covering the top, so you don't need to roll it huge. We're just gonna try to roll it in a circle. Do you see why we chose the colors we did? Now we're just gonna grab our cake and we're simply gonna lay it over. Just like that. And now we're just gonna cut off the excess. And now we're gonna re-roll the marble, but for the sides. Okay, first of all, do you see that marble? It's fire. So for the top two, I think I'm just gonna combine all the scraps and see what color it creates. Ooh. Beautiful. We're gonna roll this out and make it for the top tier. We're just gonna lay it over it. This time we're doing it a little differently. Okay, so our cakes are nice and cold. And you always use bubble tea straws. These are so important. It's so your cake doesn't collapse. Even though this cake is looking hideous, we're still gonna use them. I'm proud of the marble tier. That's about it. And we're simply gonna put it on top. And remember where your front is. It's all ugly. I think this is my front though. And the front of this cake will be here. Boom. I'm gonna vomit. This cake is hideous. Steamer. And the steam really just helps get all that cornstarch off, and I like to say it polishes the fondant. It's looking a little better. The edges is looking pretty rough, so what we're gonna do is use some gold ribbon, and this is just gonna help clear up the edges. You could keep the cake plain now. You could add chocolates, candies. I just decided to do flowers because they're easy. I like here, so I think I'm gonna do like a little creating moment. The only tip with flowers is try not to overdo it and try to keep it very balanced. How can I snow when I'm with you? This cake is actually freaking hideous. Hey y'all, this is the final product. What do we think? Don't ask my opinion. I'm just being dramatic. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I'm happy it came from a grocery store cake. You know, we can't complain. We had some trials and tribulations. We had a journey. It was not a race, it was a marathon. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you enjoy me redecorating grocery store cakes. And if so, what color scheme should I do next? Or if you have a new idea, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.
A few minutes later.
I can hate it.